I'm Robert Barcum. My claim to fame is I'm Mike's older brother, and Mike's my best friend. I've never heard anyone say a bad word about my brother. Well, that's pretty hard to say, except for me. I mean, I have from time to time. Well, one of the things that had a big influence on Mike after our dad died, Mike was 4 at the time, were the people in the neighborhood, the men that took an interest in him. We had really close relationships with men and their families at church. And that continued even after Dad passed away. I can point back to the fact that other people helped him. And so he, in some regards, at least subconsciously, he's repaying part of the debt.
My memory of the genesis of Peaceful Family Oklahoma with Mike was his family was going through a problem. And he, because he's an empathetic person and a caring person, he saw that not only could he help his family, but there were many, many families that were going through the very same thing. I think he realized that Oklahoma just didn't have an entity or an organization that was available to help his grandchildren. And so, as an entrepreneurial guy, he said, who's doing this?
So thinking back to 2014, what was available for children and their family members who are suffering from substance use disorders, there were obviously treatment facilities available for family members who needed treatment for substance use disorders.
You know, I think as a mother, I live in a lot of fear of will they repeat it? Will they be incarcerated? It's suicide, overdose. And I want to do whatever I can and give my kids whatever opportunity I can to break the cycle. It's hard to find help when everything is falling apart already.
Mike coming forward and being open, transparent, and public about the challenges that his family was going through, I think really helped to serve to not only endear him to friends and people like me that wanted to help him, but also served as kind of the very first example of why it's so important.
I think we were hoping with our interaction with Peaceful Family Oklahoma to break the cycle of addiction.
If you ask most kids if they want to go to therapy, even if therapy is fun, they probably will give you some slack about it. But camp is the only experience that most kids have that's a vacation just for kids, right? So camp always is surrounded with thoughts and feelings of joy and happiness. It instantly calls to mind relaxation on the kiddo level. So when you have camps for any kiddo that's had experiences that maybe their peers at school haven't had, you can take them into a safe place and then create this deepened psychological safety where they can feel free to share with others about experiences that no one else has had.
The kids started with the Children's Day Camp it was in June, so it was in the summer. They were out of school. Right off the bat, the facilitators welcomed us in, and there's just an aura of compassion, understanding. Sometimes they would share things from their personal experience, and so that we could identify and not just feel like we were the ones saying all the hard stuff. And I think my family probably wouldn't be able to participate in a program like this if there was a financial burden that went along with it. So the fact that it was free and available to anyone is just amazing. So there was another boy in our group whose father is also absent from his life, and my son and him were able to make a friendship, even though there's a little bit of an age difference. They had a lot in common, and we came to find out that we actually live in the same neighborhood. And so he and my son have gotten together since Peaceful Family Oklahoma. I think they find that they're not alone, that they're in a common situation with each other, not having their dads present, and they actually go fishing together, which I think is really beautiful, since neither one of them has a dad to take them fishing, that they can go together.
To really heal out loud takes something special that Mike had, and his healing out loud allows other families to then walk the same path and heal together.
We have a lot of issues in our state, but at the very basic level is if we have 250,000 children that are trying to cope, we're not going to get ahead of that. We've got to start there, because with children and the program, one of the key attributes or the key cornerstones of the program really is to remove the shame. So once the shame is removed and the rocks are put out there, healing can begin. And so I think that really epitomizes healing out loud. I mean, Mike could have just said, I'm just doing it for my grandchildren, and left it at that. But he didn't. He said, I am in a unique position to help.
And the fact that we have this program in Oklahoma is just amazing.
So I think that the statewide impact that Peaceful Family Oklahoma can have is kind of obvious. 1 in 4 children in Oklahoma are negatively impacted by addiction.
I think it's changing our world, that these kids can grow up and know how to deal with their feelings and the hard things that come along. Sometimes focusing on addiction can be so negative. The fear is so negative. And I think that what Peaceful Family Oklahoma provides is hope, that it can be different for this generation.
Mike, congratulations on this honor. It's so well deserved. And what makes it even more special is you're not doing this for an honor. You're doing this for kids. And so I congratulate you, buddy. Good job.
Mike, congratulations. Thank you for healing out loud and letting your experience help Oklahoma's children.
Mike, congratulations. I'm so glad that you let us honor you today. I know that it's not your nature. You're a very humble person. But we wanted a chance to say thank you for all the hard work that you've put into Peaceful Family Oklahoma and all the hundreds of lives that you've touched. And without your vision and your commitment to it, it would have never happened. And so congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Enjoy your day.
Hi, Mike. You don't know me and I've never met you, but I just wanted to tell you thank you. This award is well deserved and you've earned it. For you to give back to all of these families is making such a difference in our world. It's like ripples in a pond that are just going to spread out more and more and more. I hope that knowing all of the peace that you're bringing to families who are in so much turmoil brings you as much peace as it's brought us. Thank you.